6:53. Let's get you ready for your Wednesday here in the Morning Spring.
Caroline Flynn is live at Alsco, where they are working hard to clean thousands of coats before they are given out to local kids.
Mark Peterson says today will be sunny and dry, and Kelsey Morgan has details of a notorious Spokane killer back behind bars this morning.
But first, the man accused of kidnapping a North Idaho teenager has been arrested. Bradley Dwayne Walters is in the Spokane County Jail. The 20-year-old is accused of coming to Spokane from the St. Mary's area with 15-year-old Lacey Jeffries. The teenager told her mom she was going to meet up with a friend Thursday, then never came home. Jeffries was found in downtown Spokane early yesterday and returned to her family. Walters was not found with her. A nationwide warrant was issued for his arrest. He was booked into jail yesterday afternoon. He's currently being held for obstruction of an officer.
Today, we hope to learn why the work release for one of Spokane's most notorious killers has been suspended. In 1996, Thomas DiBartolo was convicted of shooting his wife in a park on the South Hill, then shooting himself to make it look like a botched robbery. DiBartolo was a sheriff's deputy at the time. He was sentenced to 26 years in prison, which he has been serving in Rhode Island. He has about 4 months left on his sentence, but 4 News Now has learned the Department of Corrections recently sent him to finish his sentence under work release at a facility in Yakima. There, offenders can come and go for work, shopping, and other pre-approved outings, but they have to come back to the facility to sleep. DiBartolo has been there since August, but yesterday he was re-arrested. He was booked into the Yakima County Jail under work release suspension. We're not sure why he's back behind bars. We hope to learn more information today.
Currently, we have a clear sky. Temperatures are on the cool side, 35 degrees. We've certainly been colder, but the 10-second takeaway is this. It is going to warm up. We're going to have temperatures that are average. Winds are going to be light. So, again, dress appropriately. A couple light layers by this afternoon. You'll be down to 1.
Well, Western Washington is seeing major flooding thanks to a week of heavy rain. Several rivers crested yesterday. This video shows floodwaters consuming parts of Snoqualmie Falls. Some roads and homes were also submerged. Dry conditions last night did help floodwaters recede, but the National Weather Service still has a flood warning in effect for the Snohomish and Snoqualmie rivers.
Disturbing news out of the UK this morning. 39 bodies have been discovered inside a truck at an industrial park in Essex. Police say the truck came from Bulgaria, though it's not clear how those people died. The 25-year-old man from Northern Ireland has been arrested on suspicion of murder. Investigators are working to identify the dead, calling this an absolute tragedy.
Well, the search for a Moses Lake woman has turned to a recovery mission. 28-year-old Rachel Lakota left for a hike in Skagit County Thursday and never came back. A deputy found her car near a trailhead, but don't know where she is. Lakota's family fears that she's dead. They released a statement yesterday saying there will be a dog and personnel search for her body today.
If you work in Washington, you could soon be entitled to 4.5 months paid leave. Starting in January, if you need time off for the birth of a child or family medical crisis, you will be able to take 12 to 18 weeks off and still get paid. If you have any questions about the new policy, we broke it down for you. Find all the specifics on KXLY.com right now.
All right, coming up next on Good Morning America, he's the son and grandson of 2 of Hollywood's biggest actors. But as he revealed to Diane Sawyer, having Michael Douglas for a dad and Kirk Douglas for a grandfather couldn't stop Cameron Douglas from a life of addiction.
How close were you to die?
Probably pretty close.
This morning on GMA, Douglas sits down live with Michael Strahan to discuss his journey through addiction and why he's revealing so much of his past.
If you are looking to change jobs, start a new career, or pick up extra cash for the holidays, now may be the right time.
There are 20 million jobs on LinkedIn, and what's happening is that there are so many jobs that this is really the job seekers market.
So how do you land one? Expert tips coming up in GMA's Get the Job series.
If you live in or even drive through Spokane Valley, you are invited to an open house tonight. The Department of Transportation has several improvement projects planned for Barker Road, and they want to tell you about them. The projects include roundabouts at the Barker I-90 ramps, adding a bike lane, and more space for pedestrians, and removing some turn lanes. DOT staff will be at Riverbend Elementary School tonight from 5:30 to 7 to give a presentation on these changes and take your input. Riverbend is on Mission Avenue in the Green Acres area. If you can't make it, we'll post all the project information to our website. Look for that on KXLY.com.
All right. right. Right now, you guys are looking at some of our coats in the washing machines at Alsco getting ready to be distributed for our Coats for Kids drive. Distribution begins next week. But most importantly, if you have a gently used or new coat you want to donate to a kid in need, you've got to get it to the drop-off locations by this Friday. We've got all those listed on KXY.com as well as distribution places where you can pick up a coat. Also, if you are a drop-off location, make sure you're getting the coats here. We got to get all these washed and ready for all of our local kids in need.
In less than 2 weeks, Spokane will decide on a new mayor, city council president, and lots of other local positions. Ballots are already rolling into the Spokane County Elections Office. As of yesterday, more than 8,000 people in the city of Spokane had cast their vote. We have compiled all the information you need to make an informed decision. Find it in our voter's guide on KXLY.com. And remember, get your ballot filled out before November 5th.
Well, Game 1 of the World Series went to the Nationals. It was the Houston Astros out to an early lead with 2 runs in the first, but the Nats responded with a pair of solo home runs and took the lead with 3 RBIs in the fifth. The Astros got one more, but not enough for the win. Nationals took Game 1 5-4. Game 2 is coming up tonight in Houston.
And because of National shortstop Trey Turner stole a base in last night's game, you get a free taco. Taco Bell once again running its Steal a Base, Steal a Taco promotion. For every stolen base during the World Series, Taco Bell will offer 1 free Doritos Locos Taco to every customer. To claim yours, go to any Taco Bell October 30th from 2 to 4.
I like that, from 2 to 4. All right, 2 to 4 this afternoon. It's going to be nothing but sunshine this morning, dry roads and a clear sky. It's beautiful. Into the weekend, temperatures are going to warm up. We're going to continue to have at average today and tomorrow, but above average Friday, 64. Saturday, 47. We cool down.
All right, Mark, thanks so much.
And thanks for tuning in. GMA starts now. We'll see you in about 25 minutes.